Hello everyone. So after a long time I am going to make this video. So in this video I will be talking about my journey of COVID-19. So today is my day 3 of home quarantine. I came positive yesterday. I got myself tested on Saturday on 1st of May and my RT-PCR reports came positive. I am having CT value of 29 on my RT-PCR. That means that I am having mild effect of COVID-19. But let me tell you all that I have taken 2 doses of Covishield vaccine. My first dose was in the month of January and my second dose was in the month of February. Being I'm a physiotherapist by profession, I'm in charge principal at Srimati S.G. Patel Institute of Physiotherapy. So being in this profession, I was eligible to take the vaccine earlier. So I would say that I'm probably lucky that I have got myself vaccinated in the first place and then I got infected. Now let me tell you the difference about if you get infected without taking the vaccine and if you get infected after taking the vaccine. What is the difference? First of all, after taking my second dose of Covishield vaccine, I had gone for serum antibody testing just to see whether my body has created any antibodies against COVID-19 or not. So it turned out to be that my serum IgG levels were 128 when I went for the serum antibody testing. After my second dose of Covishield, you have to wait for a few weeks, at least 2 or 3 weeks after your second dose of Covishield vaccine, then you can go for your antibody testing. So since I had already high levels of antibody after the second dose of Covishield, that's why probably I am in a better stage. If I would have not taken the vaccine and then I would have got infected with COVID-19, maybe I would have experienced more symptoms, and I won't be sitting here and making this video to let other people know how important it is to take the vaccine. So my basic motive of creating this video is that everyone should go for vaccination. If you are eligible for the vaccination, then please go out and take the vaccine at your nearest center because it plays very crucial role. I have only experienced weakness and sore throat. I didn't even experience fever for that matter. I was only having weakness. Weakness was the first symptom which I experienced. On Friday I had weakness, but I was like it is because of work related weakness. But on Saturday I felt that the weakness was so much that I could not even sit, or I could not sleep, or I could not maintain any position. So the severity of the weakness increased. So, and also what happened was I could not taste anything. I could not taste my tea and I could not smell my perfumes. So after my taste was gone and I could not smell the things, that time I decided that I have to better go for the RT-PCR testing, since I had sore throat, I had weakness and all the COVID-19 symptoms. But the thing is, today is day 3 and I am feeling better and stable as the days are passing by. But it also makes me think that if I would have not gone for the vaccination, then things would have been really difficult for me and I would have suffered more symptoms than what I'm experiencing now. and this journey you have to go all alone by yourself. Your family and friends will be there for you, obviously, but since you have to quarantine yourself inside your room or inside your home, and you cannot come in direct contact with them, so that is difficult, you know. And I am probably lucky that I have family and friends who can help me out and who are always there for me. I would also like to mention some names who are there for me, starting with my laboratory, Sterling Lab at Anand, where I have done my testing. I would like to thank Dr. Irshad Ansari, who is my colleague at late Srimati S.G. Patel Institute of Physiotherapy. I would like to thank Mansi Madam, who is also my colleague. And I would like to thank my sister, my family, my friend Bhavita, and my friend Pratik, and other friends who have offered their help and who have been there for me, who have supported me, my cousins. And I am grateful that I have people in my life who are there for me when I am fighting with this disease, and that gives me immense amount of strength to fight against this. But the thing is, if any senior citizen is getting this disease, then it's not the same case with them. If a person who's of young age is getting the disease, it is probably kind of better for them to get recovered. You know, they can recover in they will also experience the difficulties, but they will recover if they are in young age. I know that this time the virus has mutated a lot of times and many young people are also dying, but still comparatively, if any senior citizen is getting the disease, the severity and the symptoms that they experience is different. Another thing is, I have also experienced some of the difficulties which I think I should have not experienced if there was a proper supply of drugs, and if the rapid test if the RT-PCR testing was taking less time, then it would have been better. See, for my reports to come, it took at least 48 hours. So for those 2 days I did not take any medication, because we have to take the medication only after we consult the doctor. We cannot give self medication. We should not go for self medication until unless we get the report. So if my test came in maybe if 1 day, then I would have started with my treatment earlier. But nowadays, since many patients are coming and laboratories are also flooded with samples, so it took at least 48 hours for the reports to come. So there was delay in the treatment. And even after my reports came, I was prescribed few medications, but out of which 1 or 2 tablets I could not find it in the local shop. So I had to wait for another 1 day until the stock of that particular medication is available in the market. So I feel it should not be there in the first place. When we are experiencing this second wave in India, and we have so many people who are getting infected daily, people are dying and stuff like that, so there should be proper stock of all the necessary things, whether it is oxygen cylinder, whether it is medication, whether it is injection, or anything for that matter. But at least after waiting for 1 day, I have finally got my dose of medication, and now I'm taking my medication on time and following proper diet, and also keeping myself active. So anybody who's watching this video, who is also experiencing the same symptoms, who are COVID-19 positive or who are under home quarantine, I would just like to say that take your diet, take your meals regularly, do some exercises. Especially being a physiotherapist, I would say that go for breathing exercises. Okay, you have to take a deep breathe in like this and blow out through your mouth. You have to take the air out of your mouth, okay, as long as you can. So we call it expansion. So you have to we call it exhalation. So when you take the air in, we call it inhalation, and when we take the air out, we call it exhalation. So the exhalation part should be longer than the inhalation part. Okay, so if you know yoga and if you practice pranayama, then you can do pranayama, you can do your yoga, but make sure that you are doing everything in limit and not doing over exertion, because you will feel fatigue and weakness. So please take care of your weakness also. You should not over exercise. You should not exercise to the point where your body is completely fatigued, because in this disease your SpO2 levels can drop down. So if you go for HIIT, high intensity exercises, and if you are doing exercises which is training in nature and vigorous exercises, then your SpO2 levels can drop down to drastic level, and then you might require oxygen. So it is better that you keep the exercises in limit, but yes, you should do how much you can and in whatever ways you can. Okay, so take steam inhalation. If you have sore throat, you can do betadine gargles, and steam inhalation can be taken 3 times in a day. And otherwise you can go for symptomatic treatment. Symptomatic treatment means if you have fever, you take the paracetamol. If you have cough, then you can go for a cough syrup. Okay, other than that, whatever medication your doctor is prescribing to you, which you have to take, those medications you have to take as per your doctor's advice. Don't go for self medication, and don't go for internet sources. Internet sources will tell you do this and do that, and this is working and that is not working, but every patient is different, every individual is different. So what works for one person may not work for you. So it is better to consult a doctor. If you cannot visit the doctor in the hospital itself, then probably you can call them or you can video call them, and over the phone you can ask them for a prescription. That will be better than going to a crowded hospital where so many patients will be there, and there are chances that you may feel more sick if you go to a crowded place. So it is better to consult a doctor over the phone if it's possible. Okay, so I would like to say that whoever is under home quarantine right now or who are experiencing the symptoms, first of all, get yourself tested. Don't wait for your situation to worsen, or don't wait for your symptoms to go aggressive and then go for the testing. It's better that the sooner you test yourself, then earlier you can start with your treatment and maybe you will recover faster. But if you go for testing late, then you have to wait for your reports and then your treatment will start late. So there may be some complication later on when you start your treatment late, and in the process you will have to face lot more difficulties. So better to go for testing if you have any signs and symptoms. Take care of yourself and stay hydrated, since this is summertime in India. So have plenty of fluids, have lemon juice, lemon water, use boiled water, and just try to maintain your health. That's all matters. Okay, thank you for watching this video.